Hello, this is Fuzzy Wingman, and I'm back with some Aeronautica Imperialis. This time I'm doing the mission from the Terrace Air campaign, the Sky Fortress Attack. So I guess Astra Militarum, yeah, these are Astra Militarum planes. They're going to be the ones with the Sky Fortress. I'm using like the Manticore and the Hydra batteries from basically the models from the ground defenses from the really old ones, because those new ones with Tau and stuff are super expensive for like one battery and like one basilisk battery and then one ground defense thing. I forgot how much. It's maybe like 35 for that, while it's like I think it was like 35 for a crap ton of the other ones. So it's like, damn it. And of course it's forge rolled in resin, and I do not like gluing that resin. Anyway, I've already deployed everything. Orks were required to come in at full speed. These guys could do six. It was 6 hexes from. Yep, they're 6 hexes from the center, so they got to be around there. They got to choose their speed and altitude, so most of them are hovering, some of them are not. And this counts as terrain, so no one can really cross it. The Sky Fortress is 10 structure points. Yeah, the Orks are basically trying to destroy the Sky Fortress and everything else, but most of the Sky Fortress. And I'm playing with the Orks because I was like, you know what? Why not? Orks could be interesting. So, yeah. I'm realizing I might need some extra things. I don't really. Okay. Since it's like, oh, I got all these colored dices, but I realize I need some way to indicate who has the initiative. I'll figure a way. Sure, whoever has the initiative, I'll put like a token on planes or something. But first, before initiative, it's choose maneuvers. I'm going to be kind of quick, but yeah, I might be doing the whole editing out me choosing maneuvers when I'm doing lots of thinking, which is about to happen. And I kind of have to read things too, because the hover is something still kind of new to me. Alright. So the two Vulture gunships have chosen their maneuvers. These two are hovering, so they're going to remain hovering. So they will not choose a maneuver. I need to make sure I actually have their dials set correctly. Yes, their dials are set correctly. These guys have all chose their maneuvers. They're pretty much going to try to attack that first. So let's go on to initiative. Who's got that initiative? Orks. So it's very useful for Orks. They're going to do this guy first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he's 1, 2, 3, 4 for shooting at the Sky Fortress. And now that I think about it, I haven't played in so long. I need to double check ranges. I think 4 is 4 is short range. So that he really did want to be in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he's still within range of that. I think I could still shoot him. This one cannot. So I just realized he might need to think about choosing a maneuver, but we will see. So I'm just going to say he was chosen next to move. He just continued to hover, and he chose that direction. Alright, we'll select this guy next. He's actually going to decrease his speed to 5. So he's going pretty fast since he had to come in at max speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll continue that facing and that, that altitude. All right. We're thinking of moving this guy next. You might want to think if he can get after that guy. He's at a speed of 5. He can actually try to match this guy, which is an altitude of 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could face this way, and then it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Face this way, so the guy's within his front arc. And then raises altitude to 4, dropping his speed back down to 4. But he's now got this guy medium range with Punisher cannons. Now the next one, this guy has speed of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you can even rotate. But then he's thinking about the turn after. Well, no, the turn after that, then he could do like a jink move or something. So he's going to maintain a speed of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then face that way so he can get a nice good shot. So he's going to maintain his altitude. And this guy, he has no close range shots. So the orc in front of him is just way too close. Now, what's his throttle, since I need to think about it for next turn? He's good with that. He'll face that way. He'll keep this guy in his front arc. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's got shots at this guy. It's just altitude difference of 1. Now this orc. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 turn. Sure, he'll do the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 turn. And now this Vulture gunship. Let's see here. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Face there and be in the guy's back arc. He'll be at a different altitude. You know what? Screw it. He's gonna do this. Maintain speed of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's just doing the stoop. And it'll allow him to face directly there. And he will drop altitude to 2. Which means he's now trying to exceed his maximum velocity, so he has to do a breakup test. He passes it, so he maintains that speed. He can maintain a speed of 5 and be at an altitude of 2. He might not be in medium range for his Punisher cannons, but he can deal damage at close range. Okay. Orc's turn, because they get to shoot first. Who wants to shoot first? Actually, this guy, because he has a lot of these people to shoot at him. He doesn't want to get blown away. Well, these guys can get all blown away by that, too. But we'll still fire this guy first. Alright. He's going to fire one of his rockets. He's declaring that. Right? No. You can... I think I remember checking this in FAQ now. You can after you fire all one weapons, then you can declare the next weapon. So you don't have to fire it just yet, if I recall. I'll have to double check that. But the reason why I've been always doing that is because it says, I think I've said, like, oh, if it fires the missile's ammo still goes down, which is weird. But then the FAQ, I think, says you still just choose whether or not it shoots. So afterwards. So I'm going to first choose the fighter bomber. Big shooters. So 8 shots. I only have 6 red dice, so I'll just roll 2 extra afterwards. It's treated as the same altitude, so 5's to hit. 2 hits so far, and then I roll the extra 2. Alright, so only 2 hits. 5's to damage. No damage from the big shooters. Alright, it's turret big shooter. I can select that one, and it can hit something on its right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'll attack that guy. It's got 1 shot. Same altitude, so 5 to hit. Doesn't hit. And now it's going to fire its rocket. 3 shots, 5's to hit. Nothing. So he has fired. Even before these guys fire, I'm actually going to fire one of these. The Hydra Flak Battery. We're going to fire this one into that stack of jet. So 6 shots. It's always treated as the same altitude. So 5's to hit. Wow, these dice might be hard to read on the camera. I mean, they're almost hard to read right here. 1 hit. Damages on 5. Doesn't damage. This guy's actually going to shoot into the Sky Fortress next before he gets shot. Also has a quad big shooter. Also 8 shots, but again, 6 dice, so we'll roll 2 of them. 5's to hit. 1 hit so far, 2 more dice. Okay, so 3 hits out of the 8 rolls. 5's to damage. 2 damage, so now it's got 8 structure points left. We'll fire its rocket. 3 shots, 5's to hit. Nothing. And that's all of his weapons, so he's fired. Now this flak battery shooting into him because he hasn't fired yet, so let's try to stop him before he does. 6 shots, 5's to hit. Woo! 3 hits. 5's to damage though. He rolled 2 6s, so that goes 2 structure points, which is all I had. So it blew up out of the sky. Poof. Ork's only ability to fire now is this guy. So we'll first begin with his quad big shooters. 8 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So again, 5's to hit. 2 hits so far. Then roll the other 2. Okay, 3 hits out of 8 rolls. 5's damage. Nothing. Turret big shooters. We got left side or right side. Oh, that guy's not at the right No, this guy he's on an altitude you can hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1 shot, 6 to hit. Clearly doesn't hit. Oh. I was reading a different model for that. However, it's still the same stat. So, thankfully, so far I haven't screwed up anything. And now, drop bombs. And I go... Oh, right. I think it used to be they go straight 6, but now I think even on deploy it's D3 plus 3. Okay, yep. D3 plus 3 and in a straight line. So we'll do this one first. So it goes 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, that's not good. It can't go through terrain. So it can place up to 2. Yeah, they'll take. God damn it. Shit. What happens if the bomb is on? Can it go on another bomb? I think this was covered in the FAQ, but instead I'm just gonna go. It's facing that way, just to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, to not deal with this shit. So basically, this guy should have reduced his speed for his autonomous weapons to be anywhere near this damn hill. Or the Sky Fortress. So he's fired, and, ooh, almost filled with regrets. You know what? It's time for some shooting by some other things. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's gonna shoot. He's got. Well, we'll first start with this heavy bolter. 1 shot. It actually hits. Needs a 5 to damage. Doesn't damage. And now it's Punisher Cannon. 10 shots. 5s to hit. So 4 hits. But again, 5s to damage. Absolutely nothing. The Punisher Cannons always sound terrifying, but they really haven't done much for anything for me. It's a lot of shots, but I'm always crap on those shots. Before we fire more flak batteries, let's fire this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's going to have, in total, basicly from las cannon, 6 shots. But because the altitudes are different by 1, he 6s to hit. Out of 6 shots, he gets 3 hits. Oh, God. Oh. I just threw a die. So, since it's las cannons, it's 2 to damage and 6s for... Oh, my lord. Good thing it wasn't 5s to damage, but still, that's 2... He did 4 damage right there. Yeah, this guy's gone. Poof. Alright, so he's done his firing now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This guy's got medium range there. He's at different altitudes, so he's 6 shots, 6s to hit. He does not pull off that miracle shot. But damn. And this guy might as well shoot into this guy. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's close range. 2 shots from the heavy bolter. 2 hits. 5s to damage. No damage. Now the Punisher Cannon, which is, at this range, 6 shots. 5s to hit. 2 hits. 5s to damage. No damage. Seriously, I have not gone... I think both games where I've used the Punisher Cannons, they've done absolutely nothing. But now, Hydra Flak Battery shooting into this guy. 6 shots, 5s to hit. Absolutely nothing. This guy shooting into him. 6 shots, 5s to hit. 4 hits. 5s to wound. Absolutely no wounds. The random number gods did not care. Screw it. Manticore's actually going to shoot at him. It's got the ability to potentially eliminate him. 2 shots, 5's to hit. 1 hit. It is 4 to damage, 5 is extra. It doesn't even damage. And when, for the Sky Fortress things, this guy can actually shoot through him, but vehicles can't shoot through it. So he can't shoot through to him. This is area terrain, but the area terrain rules don't apply for the weapons on there. Alrighty. End phase stuff. He is tailing. So we'll mark him. No autonomous weapons can detonate because they're all away from things. No one has less 25% or less on the field. I might need to double check. I think it says 25 or less, but I'll find that out once, this guy goes boom. Yeah. I should have had a turn counter. Because it's round 2 now. Maneuver choosing. So this I'll probably do some editing out. Because I'm going to be doing quite a bit here. Some thinking and stuffs. Okay. Maneuvers have been chosen. So now we see who has the initiative. Orks still have the initiative. But before we do any kind of moving, we do tailing fire. So he just daka daka daka. So we'll start with his heavy bolter. 2 shots, 5's to hit. Nothing. Puncture cannon. 6 shots, 5's to hit. Gets 1 hit, 5 damage. Still no damage. Tailing complete. Pretty much a big, big miss. Now we go on to movements, starting with Orks. And they're actually going to do this guy. He's doing a turn. He's going to maintain his speed and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Go like that. You know what? He's going to force people to have to gain altitude. So he's going to go up to altitude of 2. Now he's at a speed of 3. Now these guys can go. He's currently at an altitude of 4. So he's actually going to increase his speed to 5. He's doing a wing over. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away from that guy. So he's going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still maintain that speed facing. Since he's at a speed of 5, he can drop his altitude by 2. Because he wants to match. Oh, this one's a toughie. Oh, crap. Oh, it's stuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. So I put him back in the same spot. Now he has to roll to see if he breaks up, because that would put him above his max speed. He doesn't break up, so he's good. He stays max speed, and now he matches this. Granted, he has to worry about that little guy, but he doesn't care that much. This guy. Since Orks have to choose next, he's doing a snap turn. So that got a speed of 8, so he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then be 1, 2, 3, 4 away from there. So he will do that. Does he want to maintain his altitude? He can't. He'll increase his altitude to 3. make it so that people have a little bit harder time following him. There he is. This guy. Looks like this guy can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Face there and be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or go. No, he has a throttle. Oh, he does have a throttle of 2. So he can go to 3 and go 1, 2, 3, and then be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away from him. So throttle's down to 3. Goes 1, 2, 3. Face that way. This guy went up to an altitude of 3, so he will go up to an altitude of 3. Drop down to a speed of 2. This guy could have gone up by 2, he could have gone up to an altitude of 4, which probably would have actually been better. So then he would have really escaped, and this guy would have had to be at 5 to be able to keep up with them. So, oops, but that's okay. Yeah, now we just continue on with Astra Militarum. So he's got a turn. He has a throttle of 1, so he increases his speed to 1 so he can do his thing. Goes that way, rotates. He's actually going to increase his speed up to... Does he? 1, 2, 3, 4. He does 0 shots at this range. So he's going to actually maintain his altitude since he could just keep gaining his speed and trying to fly around to get a better position. This guy's got a swoop. So he's going to increase his speed to 1. He actually could go after that guy. If he goes here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so he's swooping that way. Because he's already matched to that guy's altitude. So he's already got a matched altitude, so he wants to do that. So now we go into firing. This guy's going to fire first because he realizes there's a lot of people who can kill him right now. Oh, right. Now these guys move because it's end of movement. Before I even go shooting. So let's start this guy. D3 plus 3. He goes 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, God. When they go 6, they go so far. This guy... Okay, he's going to go only 5. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my. It's a little harder for them to get into control now. They can only turn once. So this guy's shooting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close range. It's going to first start with his quad shooter. 8 shots, 5's to hit. So far, 3 hits. Now I need to get the last 2 shots. Okay, out of 8, 3 hits. It's pretty common. 5 damage, 1 damage. And now the 3 shots from his final rocket. No hits. All these rockets have been a big whiff. So he is fired. Because of that, and he's would be the next one to shoot, the only guy who can is this guy. He's at a matched altitude, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he has the medium range. So he's going to unload with everything he's got. So 1 shot from the heavy bolter, 5 to hit, doesn't hit. 10 shots from the Punisher cannon. Let me guess, it's going to be a big nothing. Only 2 hits. And do they even damage? 1. 1 damage. All that brrr, and that's it. So he's going to fire now. We'll start with his quad big shooter into the main structure. 5's to hit. Look at that. 2 hits so far. Alright, out of 8 rolls, 3 hits. 5s to damage. 2 damages. He's got 5 structure points remaining. And now his starboard gun is going to shoot at that guy. He's at medium range, so 1 shot. Hits. Doesn't damage. And then he's going to fire a grot bomb, his grot bomb, since he had 4 in total. I'll start this way. It's going to go only D3 plus 2, so 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's at least going to blow something up over there. D3. Okay, if it's going the same space, I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. His grot bombs will at least be able to blow something up. So I think at the end of shooting that they go boom. Yeah, it's like the end of shooting, so I'll double check. Correct. It's at the end of firing phase that that the autonomous weapons can go boom. So he's fired. We're gonna have this guy go first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's at medium range, same altitude, so 6 las cannon shots, 5s to hit. 4 hits. We're wounding on 2s here, people. And 6s do extra, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5 structure points of health just blasted away on something tiny. Boom. Alrighty, so none of these people can shoot at this guy, so we're just going to have all these things shoot into him now. So starting with this cannon. 6 shots. 2 hits. 5s to damage. Nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, just 4. 6 shots. 1 hit. 5 to damage. Doesn't do extra, so now there's 2 wounds on him. And from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's now at medium range. Still 4 shots from that one. 5s to hit. Nothing. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4. So still 6 shots. 2 hits, 5s to damage, 1 more damage, so it's now taken 3. What, it's got like 6 health on it, right? Yeah, it's got 6 structures, so it's only halfway done. And now the Manticore fires 2 shots, it's close enough. 5s to hit, nothing. So firing has been... Well, those firings have fired. Now we do the autonomous weapons, which I'm pretty sure I roll, and if it's a 2, it hits. So him, it goes off, so it hits. 2 to damage, and then 4 is extra damage. So it hits and didn't even damage. That's disappointing. This one hits. Doesn't even damage. Orks, you are big disappointment right now. Your autonomous weapons did nothing. Everything is basically dead. Yep, Orks find themselves at 25% of their starting numbers, so we begin I don't even need to mark this. I've never gone like even 6 turns. After 2 turns, it's already time for the Orks to just go disengage. I mean, they didn't even damage anything but the Sky Fortress, and the Sky Fortress killed 1 model. The rest, I think, was destroyed by these guys. So at least it wasn't like the Sky Fortress clearly outnumbered them. But yeah. Yeah, this matters. I need to Well, actually, yeah. I'll continue even though it's really clearly the Orks lost. Because I want to see if this guy even gets shot down. Or if those grot bombs find a way to churn and damage something. So, maneuver choosing time. Okay, maneuver's chosen. It was pretty simple. And Orcs still have the initiative. Not really helpful. And quite simply, this Orc will... He's determined to go for his objective. So he's throttling down to 2 and going 1, 2. Because you know what? The game ends at this point. So it doesn't matter that he will fly into a structure. It will fly into a structure next turn. Because there is no next turn. So he's just going to be there and he's going to unload everything he's got into the main objective. And now these guys... Okay, so altitude is 2. He's at an altitude of 3. He's going to increase his speed to 2. He's doing a snap turn because he can... 1, 2, 3, 4. So he just kind of wants to go 1, 2, face that way, and he'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's happy. And then he goes down to an altitude of 2, which puts him at a speed of 3, and he is okay with that. And this guy is already matched altitude. He's going to increase his speed to 2. Go there, face there. He actually doesn't have a shot now that I realize that, because I think, yeah, the terrain completely blocks. This guy is going to increase his speed to 4. Let's see here. If he goes there and then spins and goes 1, 2, 3, 4, that won't be good. So 3, 2, 1, and then he started there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, well, he's going to be back here, and he's going to have... It has to be a speed of 3, so... 1, 2, 3... And then, technically, I was not... They say once a dial is turned, it's turned, but... I'm just trying to figure out these maneuvers still early on. I'm going to give myself some leeway. So he's going to drop down to an altitude of 2 to match, and that will bring him up to a speed of 4. Yeah, I was trying to figure out the math of how he's going to get to here, and really the only way I was going to figure that out is visually at that point. Alright, and then this guy's going to do his wing over. At what speed? He's at the right altitude, so he can maintain his speed and not care, and go even like boom, boom, boom. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, he's gonna reduce his speed to 3. He doesn't really need to be at that high speed anymore, and just go 1, 2, 3, face that way. And then be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Medium range from there. And now the grot bombs. We'll start with this one, which is going to go a whopping 5 still. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This guy. Oh, it's going only 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, they're trying with their massive churn radius to get around. They aren't. Alright, Orks have the initiative, so he's going to unload into these things. We're going to start with his quad big shooter. 8 shots. 1 hit so far, and then that. So out of 8 shots, 2 hits, 5 to damage. Gets another damage. Then he's going to actually use his starboard gun to fire into the structure because now he's actually got his starboard gun facing it. So 2 shots, 5s to hit. Nothing. He has... You know what? His port side guns can shoot at this guy who's 1, 2, 3, 4 away. So 2 shots, 5s to hit. Gets nothing. He tried his best to unload his final try. I don't know this guy... Okay, I need to see how the train works for line of sight. Okay, so I just have to draw some kind of straight line to any part of the base, to any part of the base. That obscuring. Without crossing the obscuring. It was almost straight line. See, I'm thinking, yeah, that does. Which also means that guy does. So they all actually have line of sight. So now that I know that, I can actually choose either of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll just select that guy. He's medium range, so 6 shots from the last cannons, 5s to hit, since it's the same altitude, right? Yep, same altitude. Either way, he rolled a 6, so it hits. 2 to damage, 6 to does extra. He only does the 2 damage, so... No, it does the 1 damage, so boom. He's now at 4. Now this guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same altitude, so 6 last cannon shots. 5s to hit. 2 hits. He just needs 2 2s here. He rolled 1 of them as a 1. So that 2, it has 1 structure health left and all these things to fire it. So let's fire the Manticore, huh? It's never killed anything. It still hasn't killed anything. How about a Punisher Cannon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll start with its 1 heavy bolter at that range. Does nothing. And now it's 10 Punisher Cannon shots. Okay, we actually got 3 hits this time. We'll see if it actually rolls a 5 and does something. It did. It rolled a 6 and got the final blow. The final blow took it out. And there was enough shots going in that it was going to die. But it was trying to see if it can make one last final attempt to destroy the Sky Fortress. Because when you destroyed the Sky Fortress, it also destroys all that. So it would have been a lot of points right there. Because it would have been, I think, 40 for the Sky Fortress and then like 40 for the ground defenses themselves. So it would just be like 80 points right there. But it got none. And instead, the I think it was 100 points of Orks. So, you know, these guys got 100 points. Orks got 0 points. That was a slaughtering. Honestly, I don't even know which army would be the best for this because they have to come in at max speed. So even if you had Tau with like that bomber with the heavy rail, no, they would have to do the plasmas. So that way you can get into medium range and plasma the crap out of it. So maybe at some point I should try this with Tau. If I get to that. Well, it'll be a while before I record another one of these. But anyway, have a fabulous day, everybody.